Yet again, I was told that if I let a customer make a mistake again at my job, I will no longer have said job. Let me tell you about it, because if you've been following, you may have already heard about the instance in which I allowed some guests at a private party. I was serving light birthday candles on the cake that they had been promised they could bring into the restaurant. Little did me and my fellow server know that those candles were in fact sparkler candles, and we were both informed that if that ever happened again, we would both be fired. How either one of us were supposed to know what kind of candles they were, it's unbeknownst to either one of us, and it wasn't us that agreed to allow someone to bring an outside dessert into the establishment in the first place, but that's neither here nor there. It would cost a lot of money if the sparklers went off. That being said, yesterday I had another private party. It's always the private parties. And in their contract, every single guest was promised 2 free alcoholic beverages. Or maybe not free, but because it was included in the package. But you know what I mean. They came for an experience. They had a private room, and they had a contractual agreement for a certain tier of package that included a certain kind of experience. That included 2 drinks. Well, there were 16 guests there. 2 drinks per person would equate to 32 beverages. And yet, after over an hour and a half, only 9 beverages had been ordered. Why? Because over half of the party was not drinking. Why? I don't know. They were all there for a work trip. It could have been that. The business that they worked in seems to be a rather serious one that I'm not going to be speaking about here, so maybe it was that. But for some reason, they weren't working, and I think someone was expecting, so of course she's not going to be drinking. I just said working, and I meant drinking before. Well, I tell one manager, I'm like, I don't really know what else to tell them. I've gone around like 3 times, and I've even tried to hype it up like, hey, just so you know, it is included in your package, you all. If there's anything else you want, I got these kind of wines over here ready for you, or I can get this kind of signature cocktail out to you. We also have a full bar. No, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. Told the manager again, I don't really know what else I can say. Well, just try once more. Go to the host and tell them that they have X amount of drinks left. Went to the host. No one wanted to drink. They asked if they could have their drinks as wine bottles to go. I said, I don't really know about that. They were like, well, can we talk to the manager, the person that we did the contract with? I said, sure. I sent her over. They arranged something. What? I don't know. I wasn't there for that conversation. So I go later and find her. I go, hey, is everything okay? Do I need to bring anything over? And she goes, no, it's fine. We've arranged it. We're going to bring X amount of wine bottles for them at the end of the evening because X amount of people are not drinking, and there was math involved there that I don't know. I say, great. As I'm walking out, the other manager that's over, the events manager, calls me over and goes, while we've made an exception this time, if this happens again, that will be the last time. And I was like, what? He goes, we made an exception today, but do not ever let this happen again. If it happens another time, that will be the end of it. That will be the last time. And I was like, well, I don't really know what I could have said or done differently. We've made an exception. It's fine. But if it happens again, that will be the last time it happens. So I don't really know what I'm going to do if, God forbid, I just am fated to serve a party that is sober, who didn't understand the contract that they signed, and I was not the one that suggested people bring wine bottles home, nor was I the one that arranged the amount of wine bottles for them to be brought home. I think that's an excellent compromise. But someone was expecting, and they all were on a work trip for a very serious industry. And I now just know between that, God forbid I have a sober crowd that wants to light sparklers on their cake. Then, Lord knows what would happen. But I don't know if I can continue to live with this anxiety if I perpetually am going to be blamed for patrons' behavior that I did not have the psychic knowledge of foreseeing, particularly when that behavior has been pre-approved by management. But here we are. We're going to go in today at 6 o'clock, and it's going to be a great shift, y'all.